Hello friends, this is Adam with The Weekend Hiker. Just finished breakfast a little while ago. Had blueberry pancakes for the very first time. They were very good. And also had some bacon. I already broke down my tent for today. And we're going to be going on a little nature hike here in a little bit. It's a lot of fun. This trip has a lot of firsts for me. So I thought I'd show you all something a little different than usual. Some people may be wondering, if you're out here in the middle of a national park, how does one use the restroom? Well, you can't dig a hole and leave it, so they have another way of doing it. I won't show anything awful. Alright, so here's the setup. This yellow ammo box is full of toilet paper. It's also considered the key. So what the key does is when you take it with you, it tells the person that somebody's using the restroom, and they'll have to wait. The red reflectors show you the way to the bathroom, and it's always in a discrete location. This is called a groover toilet. It has basically a regular toilet seat lid on it with a big metal box, and you just put your solids in there, and after you've done your business, you take your key back with you, and then you set it back up here so the next person knows that it's safe to go back. And then you got your sink to wash your hands with. So that is, in a nutshell, the restroom situation. So the toilet's called a groover. The reason why it's called a groover is in the old days they would take an ammo can and people would squat on the ammo can and do their business, and it would leave grooves on your backside because of sitting on the ammo can. Has thin edges on the walls. Looking back on this hike, I've come to realize that this is probably the steepest, hardest climb I've ever done in my entire life. Stairmaster, yeah. Eat your heart out. Well, I have to say Oak Mountain has nothing on this. Looks like we're dealing with like a 35 to 40% grade. And we just keep on going up. So here's our first lookout. Not quite to the top of the trail, but still working on it. Welcome to the desert. It's beautiful and everything wants to stab you. One thing I've learned about trees out west in the desert, they may be smaller, but they're generally a couple thousand years old. Whereas back home in Alabama, you get a 500-year-old tree. It's like 10 to 15 feet around. So right now we're standing on top of the Lador, and I'm gonna go over to the very edge and show you the view. Kind of high up at the moment. Welcome to the top of the Lador. It's quite beautiful up here. Didn't matter. I just wanted to show you this stuff. It's called Mormon tea. Basically, you crunch it up and make tea out of it, and it's basically like a cup of coffee. So we're on our way back down the mountain. So we're off on the water on some little baby rapids. Just took off, enjoying the pretty scenery. It's strange, you see a shrub sticking out of the water when in reality it's actually a tree. The water is 15 to 20 feet higher than it should be. Come back a few months later and you'll see. So up ahead here where the rock goes vertical, it's called the Minton Park Fault Line. It's been pushed directly vertical for the most part. This particular rock formation has become known as Steamboat Rock. Look high and you might see the two smokestacks. We have just entered Echo Park. If you listen carefully, you can hear the echo. So this is where the Yampa meets the Green River. So this is the Green River over here. The Yampa enters in over here. So we've stopped for lunch. The place has an amazing view to it. As you can see behind me, first real toilet since we've been on the river. No groover today. So we are at Echo Park campground at the moment. As you can see, we are right here coming down the Green River. And that is where the two rivers where I shot earlier. I find myself looking at these rock walls, thinking to myself, I now know what it feels like to be out in the middle of nowhere and all alone.
Is that Coast Guard approved?
That would scare you coming up at night, wouldn't it?
It's going running.
Oh,
man. He'll be back. All right. He's very athletic. He can't help himself.
Those tigers, they gotta get their exercise.
If anybody wants Gatorade, there's some right here.
Cool, thank you.
There's a water spigot right up where those guys are.
Thanks, Easter Bunny.
Why am I the Easter Bunny?
Bok, bok. So I could go bok, bok.
I'll show you my Easter Bunny imitation.
Yeah. Nice. That's very festive, actually. It's not as good as pulling a tiger's tail, though. Come on, Delaney, $10, make you holla.
He's not here.
Oh.
Maybe he comes back.
All right.
Oh, if he's running, you can run too.
Yeah, you run faster than everybody we know. Come on, Delaney, run.
What?
Catch him.
Go catch him, he's running.
What?
She looks.
Tiger on him. It's not like he has the tiger.
Run him down. Well, bring the tiger suit to him.
And then pull the tail and run back. Oh, that's definitely $30.
Oh, definitely. I don't know where it is.
Wow.
He said when he ran up against the wall.
That's what it
Damn! It's my favorite joke in the whole world.
And do you know what
my
the
dentist's favorite joke.
And do you know what the dam said to the fish?
What?
You dumb bass. Right up bass?
Yeah. Got it.
It's a type of fish.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to figure out the other part.
After 2 long hikes in one day, I believe everyone was grateful to rest and enjoy the evening. Hello everyone, we got camp set up. In its own right, it's kind of like being at the beach. You got sand, you got the heat from the desert, and you got the noise from the river that sounds like an ocean if you're not looking at it. Just finished dinner. We had steak, potatoes, and salad. I'll show you where we have our tent set up for the night. So my tent's on the left, my dad's is on the right, and my brother is back here in the back, kind of in this mini little cave. Hopefully we won't have any problems with any snakes. So unfortunately, after lunch today, we were eating at Echo Park, and my battery on my phone died. My first battery that I tried to charge this phone with last night died on me because I used up all the juice. My other battery that I was going to use to charge up this phone, which I'm now shooting on, was packed up in the boat and wouldn't be unpacked until we got set up in the campground. So unfortunately, we missed out on some good footage that I could have shown you of Echo Park. That's life, what can you do? Not much. Let me show you around our final camp for the trip. This is our living room area. Got our campfire set up. When you're in the national park, you have to have a fire blanket underneath your fire pit because you can't have scorched earth. It has to be on a raised platform as well. So this is our cleanup station. You throw all your trash in there, wash all your plates and stuff in one soap bucket, come to the second soap bucket, wash them again, rinse them off in the hot water, finally rinse them off in the cold water. This was our kitchen setup over here, and this is tonight's dessert, and Chef Stephanie can tell us all about it.
It's brownies with sprinkles, but it's going to be a birthday cake for 2 of our guests.
Awesome.
So we're going to sing
Surprise.
happy birthday pretty soon here.
That's good stuff. The bugs are out in full force today.
Yeah, they are.
So this is where our boats are tied up for the night. One other thing I'll show you is use these very large metal stakes that they pound in with a sledgehammer to affix the boat to the shore. So I think I'm gonna call it a night as far as filming goes for today. Tomorrow will be a long raft trip, 17 miles down the river to where we'll be getting out of the boat. Hope you all have a good night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. We found a little frog up to our camp.